Hello my darlings, and welcome back to Henford on Bagley. We are back in the area of old New Henford today, and we are of course back at the Hamlet of Whittington, where I have chosen a couple of lovely Sims from you lovely people to join this community and save file. So let's get into game, meet the Sims, and make a start on the florist. Happy Thursday, my loves, and welcome back to Let's Build the Worlds. And here they are. This is Adil and Sabira. Thank you to all of your entries into my hashtag to bring some Sims from you lovelies into my save file. And there was just something about this mother and son duo that really spoke to me. I think it's very important, especially in the climate today that we are living in, where people aren't so lucky to live in their homeland because of war-torn countries and stuff. And I thought it was a really important kind of story to bring to my save file. And that is exactly what I wanted to do with this wonderful couple of Sims that we've got going on here. The florist and her son. I'm going to read through the story. Let me go and grab it. And here they are. Now, this was done by the creator Megan1391. So let me just say thank you so much for submitting these Sims. They just really spoke to me and I absolutely loved it. And I loved the story behind them as well. I really did. Well, I didn't love the story because it's obviously sad, but I just thought it was important to tell the story and bring it into my save file. So that's what I've done. So here is Zabira and Adil, a mother and son team who work together for a better future. Zabira is a single mum as her husband suddenly passed. While this was a tragedy, both mother and son have drawn together with the closest and most wholesome of relationships. Adil is his mother's light, championing, I can't say that word, championing her safety and rights at every step. And this is why both decided to flee their homeland for a safer place to live. We all deserve a safer place to live, let me just say that. Zabira and Adil left due to political instability and have since settled in Henford on Bagley as refugees. Zabira is a florist by trade, and she was delighted to find that she could begin a small business in her new home. Adil loves to do odd jobs around the town, everything from running grocery deliveries to helping sweep the local bakery. I just thought that was so cute. I remember having a job like that when I was very, very young too. I think my first Saturday job, I was 12 or 13, which is nuts really, isn't it? But I remember that I was mucking out horse stables. That was my first ever Saturday job. Anyway, it's not my story to tell. This is Zabira's and Adil's. Thank you, Aidan. To spending time with other children in their village. Both have started from nothing but have welcomed new community and friends, celebrating their diversity and cultural richness that their new home has given, pointing them to the brightest of futures. I just thought that was so lovely. It really, really was. And I just absolutely love these Sims. I think they're just perfect for the save file. They're going to fit in here. An absolute bloody dream, I tell you. So once again, thank you to all of you, but more specifically, thank you so much to Meg. I'm going to call you Meg, for submitting these wonderful Sims. They're in our save file now, and I cannot wait to start building them a place to live because they bloody deserve it. They really do. So let's make a start on the actual build itself then, where they're going to be living. If you remember what I said, what I'm going to do is have like the florist on kind of half of this space here, I think, just on one level. So quite a small florist. And I think I want to do some kind of like area out the front where they can grow bits and bobs too, you know, like a greenhouse. Maybe not a greenhouse. It would be nice to have a greenhouse here though. I don't know how that's going to look, how I'm going to fit that in, but that would be great to have a greenhouse here. I think it would make sense being a florist and stuff. She can like grow all of her stuff from home and then sell it in bouquets. I just think that would be marvelous. And then what we're going to do is have some kind of residential bit on the bottom, but we're going to go out and over the top of the build as well. I just think that would really, really work. So that is indeed what we're going to be doing today. So nothing more needs to be said. Let me get on over to the build mode properly and we are going to make a start. Okay, so I think the first thing to do is just start off with the main build itself. Now I'm going to use all of the space, so we may as well get all of that space in and then decide what to do once we've got the shape there. We'll make it look a bit more interesting, don't you worry. But it's quite a nice like size. I think all of these are going to be quite nice sizes, which is good. But this one is just a little bit bigger. I would like it to look a little bit different from this way. So I think what I'm going to do is just boop out this bit here and this bit and just have a little bit more of a bigger residential bit. I think that's what I want to do there. Yeah, do I want to come out the top with that as well on the top there? Or would that just be a little bit too over? I think that'd be a bit too overkill. Plus, I want to put in a greenhouse. I think, it's such a small space to put a greenhouse in. Oh, I mean, what we could do instead is maybe give Abira her own dedicated area in the community garden. You know, maybe she's bought a plot in the garden and that's where she grows her stuff. I like that idea. And then we can lock the greenhouse door just for her so she can just be the one that tends to the flowers and stuff. We'll do that. That's a good idea. Well done, Aidan. Thank you. I don't look too bad. I just got out the shower and I didn't even check. I've just let my hair dry naturally. And I've just realised that I look like a monk in this in this hoodie. I am Father Aidan, patron saint of the dirty filths. And you lot are my dirty filths, let me just say. But I look like a monk. Oh, well, you know, this is my comfy oversized hoodie. I love it. But I don't think I've ever worn it in a video. But there we go. Tough tits. It's in the video now. Right, we'll just continue. We're building by the looks of things. I think this needs to be a different shape. It needs to be a bit more like this. Like that. Yes, I do enjoy it. It's almost making me... I think what I have to do here is just get rid of this edge here. Just because I know what the build's going to look like. If I put like a rooftop on this bit here right to the edge, I just think it would look a little bit weird. So I'm going to take this off and have that as its own little moment there. Yes. And then what we're going to do is get rid of... Oh, how dare you? Is get rid of this all the way to... No, let's go to there first. Let's just concentrate on that. And I'm going to make this kind of join in with the street. And then have a fence around this small little area here instead. There's the ticket. Yes, it is indeed. How are we all doing today anyway? How are you all doing? I hope you're all right. I'm going to keep reminding you, I'm pre-recording a couple of videos today, and they are the Let's Build the World that's coming out this week. I'm not going to be getting a video out until Wednesday next week. Because I'm going to be in Brighton with some friends. And I'm very much looking forward to it. Me and my friends, like, we're like in our late 30s now, you know? And we get excited about these like weekends that we get to all meet up because it's my best friends. And all my best friends they don't live in Devon anymore. Like they live in Brighton and they live in Amsterdam. So we don't get to see each other all that often. So we are all so excited about just having a good old party. My friend is a really good DJ and she's got this gig this weekend. And that's why we're all going. We're all going to this gig that she's got. And I'm just so excited to see them. I don't get to see them all that often and I miss them every day. And I just can't wait. I can't wait to bloody see them, loves. You know? Very much looking forward to it. Okay, right. I don't want to use this same stone, even though it would look great on here. But I am going to use something very, very similar. I think what I'm going to use is the stone that came with cottage living. And I think we're going to use this one. What would it look like with the corner pieces on? Let me just have a little goosey gander. That was far too many goosies then. Yeah, no, it's not going to work on these. I really detest that. I hate the code, whatever code is in it to make it put the corner piece on. I wish we could just have a corner piece of that to put it on. Like, just make it make sense, for goodness sake. Honestly, it's 2025. Give us what we want. That's all I'm going to say. Right, yeah, I think we're going to use this one. This lighting's a little bit awkward for the minute, but I just think it gives the best lighting on the front here. Gorgeous stuff. We're going to copy this same roof texture over. We're probably going to be using this roof texture on most of the builds. I just want it to really blend in with everything, to be honest with you. And then we'll go for that grey and pop it on like that. Yes, that's nice. I like that. Oh, sorry, I've got an itchy back. I've got an itchy back, thank you. There we go, lovely. Okay, right, first things first, let's start on the windows and doors. I don't know what windows and doors we're going to use just yet. I would like something maybe a little bit different to what we've used already. Apart from maybe the florist windows, I think we'll stick with the same kind of like shop windows as what we've got going on over here on the florist. But who knows, maybe I'll find something different. But let me find all of the windows and doors And you know what we're going to do. So before I put on the windows and doors, I've done a little bit of a floor plan now. This is my idea. This is good. Well, it's obviously going to be the florist. I'm leaving it all open plan for the minute. Things might change there, but it's quite a small space, so we'll probably keep it that way, to be honest. This is going to be the front door coming into here, and I think you're going to walk straight into the kitchen and dining room on this level. And then up above, you come into this area here. We've got the bathroom in this part, and we've got the living room in this area here with a balcony. I'm going to do a balcony here because it's got some lovely views, you know, so I want to take in all of those views from this area and have a balcony there. And then we've got a bigger bedroom and a smaller bedroom, and I think you know who's going to be in who. So I think that's going to be a nice floor plan. We're going to see what comes of that, to be honest with you. And this is the color scheme we're kind of going to go for. That is what I'm saying today, which is a kind of blue and white kind of scheme, really. So I'm going to use that door there. I really love that door. That came with the businesses and hobbies expansion. We're going to use these windows. I'm going to pop one there, and then I'm going to pop one in the middle of that room, which goes up to that height like that. And then we're going to use these same shop windows. We're going to put one there, one on the corner there, and I'm going to do two around this side here. So one there, like that. We're going to have to find some nice signage as well. I don't know what sign we're going to use. Hopefully we can find something that makes it look like a florist, to be honest. But I think that's a really nice start to the front. Imagine this with like signage up, flowers, a gate and a fence around the front area there. I think it's going to be marvellous. I do. So more of these windows. Well, not more of them. We're going to be using these windows as well. But I am using these windows the most out of the ones that we've got. We're going to put them up a little bit higher as well. Just so they can fit in quite nicely. And then at the back here, I think I'm going to use this door. Things might change, and things might change back here quite a bit because I'm not really all that sold on this area just yet. So we're going to do one of those into this room. Is that the right height there? It sure is. Not sure on what I'm doing at the back of the florist itself yet. We're going to leave that for the minute because I'm thinking about putting some stairs up here. So we'll see what happens. We will see what happens when we get to it. Let's get you in first. You're going to go there. And then I'm going to try and put the door as close as possible. Just because, as I said, I would like to get some stairs here. I could put the door there, actually. I'm not really keen on that window being higher than the door there, to be honest with you. But we'll see what happens. We'll see what happens with that, indeed. Now we're going to use the smaller window that matches in with this and just pop this into the bathroom. I just think this all looks a little bit higgledy-piggledy and I don't really like it. So I think that's where I'm going to stop for the minute because I just don't like the placement of everything there. Let me just try and see if I can squeeze in. Oh, you idiot. Of course I can put stairs there. Oh, well, that's out the window then. We're not putting stairs there. Yeah, I'm not happy with the back of that yet, so I'm going to ignore it for a minute and work on the front instead. Let's start by finding a nice fence that we can put in the front area of this garden. I think like a white picket fence or even a blue. Oh, we've got blue here, look. I mean, it's cute, but I just don't know if it's the right one. I don't like that either. That's too high. I actually think I'm going to go for a stone wall here, just so we can match in enough of this stone wall around this village. I think it would look great. Yeah, it will look great with this particular area. So I'm going to flop in all of you to there. Lovely job. And then I'm going to get in a nice gate. Ooh, we could use this one because it's got a bit of flowerage on it as well. I think that's going to work quite nicely there. Let's do it. Let's flop you into there. Yes, I like that. Okay, well, we've got that going on. Next thing is the sign. I don't know what we're going to use here. Let me see what I can find. We're going to use the fail-safe. That bistro sign is coming in so handy for shops. It really is. I like the pink, but let me just try the blue as well. I did try the blue first off. That one there. That one goes with the build a little bit more, but I just don't know. The pink like stands out a little bit more for me. I think we should maybe go for that one. I think we'll play it safe. We'll play it safe and go for that one there. And I think having two like flower baskets or hanging baskets either side here would work really nicely. Let me see if oh, they've got a blue bracket there, look. And then it kind of like adds to the florist kind of vibe, doesn't it? I think we should do that. And I'm going to hang him around this side here as well. There we go. Oh, yes. Very much for that indeed. I'm thinking wisteria on this build as well. I think that would really pull it together nicely. But what I want to figure out is the back area here, because I'm not happy with these window placements. I'm not happy with a lot of this, actually. I think I need to go back to the drawing board and rethink what I'm doing here. Okay, I've got something I'm happier with now. I think that looks a lot better at the back there. And what I had to do was change the floor plan slightly, including upstairs. So Zabira's going to have this bedroom instead, and Adil's going to have this one. So he's got the smaller bedroom, just because I want her to have the view out the back. I just think it would work out quite nicely like that. What I also had to change was just the floor plan down here slightly, and I kind of ate away into the floor space of the actual florist itself, just so I could have these kind of line up nicely. Now, annoyingly, I've had to move this pillar here with the tall mod, and I'm going to have to do the same with this one here because they just don't line up with what I wanted to line up with. I wanted to line up with whatever's above it, you know? So I'm going to do that. Let's get it into that position. Stunning. And then let's get inside and tap it all the way to here. I wish you could just hold down the mouse key instead of tapping it. There, let me see that. That's a bit better. That will have to do. Oh god, no, it's out by a little bit on that side. I don't care. I don't care. I've been here for far too long trying to figure that out. But I think that looks better. You know, I think we can get away with it. So I'm happy. I'm happy with that. We can now move on. So I want to start putting in some detail at the front here. Just a little bit, because we're going to be doing a little bit more tomorrow as well. So I don't know how much detail I want to put on the outside here. I think we should make a start first on the wisteria. And I want the wisteria to climb up both of the builds. The house and the actual florist itself. So let's start with this. I'm going to flop you to there. Let's do one on the other side as well. Stunning. And then let's bring this across the top there. Beautiful. Let's get a little piece coming on this way, please. Thank you. Yes, that's very nice. And then I want to try and make it look like it's climbing up over this area here. So will that go down? It will. Oh, that's going to be a bit difficult there. Yeah, I'm not sure how we're going to do that. We're probably going to have to try and find some way of putting another one in this side like this. Climbing that up a little bit more. Just to make it look like it's kind of growing all the way around. I think we can do that. Yes, why not? And then we're going to do another bit there. I kind of want it to be on the top level, to be honest. Okay, so like... Oh, come on, you bastard. Like there. Okay, beautiful. And then maybe a long bit across there like that. Oh, there, that looks nice. Oh, and on a florist as well. I think that she would look after this wisteria like nobody's business. I think it's been here for years. Yeah, pop you there as well. And I'm going to do another little small bit on this area here just to make it look like it's clambering over to that side too. Okay. Let me just test it. That's going to go down. Lovely. Yep. Yep, I like it. I think I'm going to do another just long bit across here. And then do this bit just so it goes up around there as well. That's it. Oh, I'm for that. That looks very nice indeed. Yeah. Something is telling me to put on some window boxes as well. Maybe a yellow flower or even a yellow like planter on the outside of this would look really nice. Bloody, why do I keep shooting off into the distance? Stop it. What if I did... I think it needs flowers. What about you? What about if I used you like there? I mean, that looks very nice. Can I do it on this wisteria as well? Would that look a little bit... actually, that's not too bad. If I just like meander you across a little bit so you don't look like you're poking out of it too much. Yes, that's it. Look. Oh, that's very nice. I won't do the side ones. We'll make it all about the front of the build itself. That's very nice. I like that. I really do. Yes, indeed. So I want to put some stuff out the front here. I think she would have some kind of like table here with lots of flowers on top of it. So let's find... Oh, I know the table I want to use. Oh, did I use it in this build? No, I didn't. And it's this one here. Would it be overkill if I did a white? Oh, I don't think it would be, because it's going to match in with the branding. Don't know what that was, but, you know. That. Let's flop that in. Can I get you in there without you take it? Oh, piss off, window. Taking up too much of that door. Oh, it wouldn't open there. I'm just going to have it cut into the wisteria a little bit. That's perfect. Yes. Imagine that with loads of flowers and stuff on top of it. Oh, I think we're on to a winner, loves. We really bloody are. Wouldn't it be nice if we had some decals that could make existing windows into stained glass windows? Coming in all different like shapes, like little ones that you could put together and stick on the windows. And it actually affects the lighting as well, like the light shines. That would be amazing. Don't think that will ever happen, but that would be great. So, I need to bring out a plethora of beautiful flowers. And I think we're going to struggle because the Sims never do beautiful flowers. They end up well, looking like that. But yeah, let's bring out a massive palette of bright flowers out the front here. So these are the flowers that we're going to use. But I think what I'm going to do is just use them, the same ones on each level, but just put them in different swatches. I think... Is that one in there a little bit too big underneath of there? Or should we put it up above and put that one underneath? I think we should do that instead. That looks a little bit better. Now, I know there's people out there probably thinking, why aren't you using the debug ones from the like flower table thingy? I just don't like the look of them. We are going to use them in the interior, but I just want to put these out here instead. I think it would be much better. And I love the fact that this massive table has got one fucking snap point in it. Makes me furious, really does. Right, bit of that. Let's go for a pink there, please. Very nice. We'll keep you in white because you look very fresh and organic and gorgeous. Let's flop you up to there. I might have to rotate them, actually. In fact, I'm going to do the same here. Just so they look like a little bit different from each other. Lovely. We'll get you to there. And then we'll pull you up and give you a bit of a rotation as well. Lovely. Beautiful job. Let's get into that one. Have we got... No, not you. Yeah, that one's nice. Do I want to change that one there for like a soft pink? Yeah, there we go. Oh. Oh, that's very cute. I'm into it now. I wasn't into it just a minute ago, but I'm into it. Right, you can go up here as well. In fact, I'm going to put you at the top because you're a bit better looking. You can go down the bottom. Let's get you at the top here. Beautiful job. Rotate it as well. Change the colour. Pink. We haven't got much options with this one. Size you up. Whiffle you up. Get you in there. You cheeky shit. And then I'm going to change you into a white. Oh, it's looking lovely. She's very talented. And then let's get these up as well. Boop to you to there. And then you can go up there. Get you around in that position there. Stunning. And we'll go for a white there as well. Oh, that looks cute. Yeah, I think we can get away with that, you know. Very happy with that. She definitely needs some kind of like A board out here. So let me find another board or one of these. And we'll pop that outside. I don't think we've got any with flowers on, but maybe we have. Absolute result. Not only does it come in a white to match in with our brown branding, but it's actually got a rose on it as well. I'm very much for that. Thank you. Thank you for allowing us to have that. I very much appreciate it. Don't know who I'm talking to, but maybe it's the Sim gods or something. I think I'm going to rotate that one around that way. Plop you like that. Beautiful job. I'm happy. I'm happy with how that's looking now. I was a bit like, ugh, I don't know about this, but I am completely happy with how this is looking. So we've made a start today, haven't we? We've made a start on the exterior itself. Now, I'm not going to be able to take any of your wonderful ideas into the next part because I'm going to go straight into it and record that in just a second. But what we are going to do is finish off the exterior and maybe if we've got time, make a start on the interior of the florist itself. I'm sure we will have time. So that is indeed what we're going to be doing in tomorrow's part. But that's it. Leave me some lovely comments anyway, and I'll see you all back here tomorrow in the next part. Goodbye.